Life is good 13. 13 love y'all. You are creation 13. I'm Ambassador. I'm Starseed. And today I'm going to talk to you about a controversial subject again. But it's just like my previous video, I was talking about YHWH, whatever it is, YHWH, the universal God. Just like the title description is YHWH is also many names of the devil or Satan, Godabel. I decided to do more research on it, just like I said in the previous video, on YHWH, because I was just going by what my guides were showing me, and there was no negativity through it, and mainly my guides wanted me to explore on the subjects, instead of having two opinions. I only got the positive aspect to make the videos I made. So I posted that video, and then people were like, "What the heck? It's YHWH is the devil." So I decided to do more research on it, and whew, man, that list just got huge with stuff to research. So much, in fact, it's going to take me a while to write everything down. But the basic thing that I really discovered, which I've talked about way back in my previous videos, is all the gods of this world are worldly gods. They're not. They have no part in the higher dimensions, the higher realities, the higher perceptions. They're all part of the programs of the Matrix. Just like the Bibles, the mini Bibles here. These are programs that are run by the gods of the Matrix, and the gods are all the same God. And I was, I'm still was trying to figure out, what can you name just one highest aspect of self. The only term that we know for is God, but when you say God, you do research on it, it's the devil, it's Satan, it's the worldly God. You say universal God, it's the same thing. It goes back to Satan and all that stuff. And then I was going to say, well, when you say the Most High, however, just like with when you ask for things in the universe, it's you have to be very specific on what you're asking for. It can't just be, I need lots of money. It needs to be very specific. I require this, or I require that, and you have to say the item that you require. You have to be very detailed and very specific. So when you say the Most High, it's still not being specific, because there is still the many gods, YHWH, the Godabel, Baal, Behemoth, whatever. That person still runs this whole playground of reality. And again, like I've said in previous videos before, you're trapped inside your very own mind, in your very own cube. And I've explained that before, and how your physical reality of what you see is your reality. It's your own little box that you're in, and you can get trapped in that box. So, this is just kind of how all of this research came to be, because of that video. I almost deleted that video, because I just felt it was going to start confusing people, because people are like, oh, he's worshiping YHWH. I never said I was worshiping anything. I said I was testing the energy. And the interesting thing is when I brought the energy in, just like I said in the previous video, it made me feel at peace. And the reason it made me feel at peace from my understandings is because so many people worship and give their energy to YHWH, which is also Satan, which is also the devil, which is also God of Bel, Behemoth or whatever, so on and so forth. It's an accepted energy, and it makes you feel connected. And I'm going to end up getting bashed for this probably, but it's self-discovery. There's so many trapments and loopholes in this matrix structure, and when you learn more and more about it, you really see that there is really, no matter which direction you go, it's leading you into the same doorway, into the same box, to that higher power. And this can get frustrating, because it really makes you feel trapped. Let's see if I can find my marker board. Usually grab it before I make a video. I'll try to remember where I put it. But anyways, so, my question came up, to myself, if all these doors lead to the same God, to the same God with the many names, which is Satan, the devil, Behemoth, YHWH, whatever, is there any way to escape? And why do you need to escape? And how did you get here in the first place? All of these things triggered this in me again, which is what I experienced in 2010. All the stuff that I've talked about in my videos, I really went full detailed when I first generated this channel, but nobody understood what I was saying in those videos. So I was like, crap, how am I going to explain myself if nobody even knows what I'm talking about? So I had to really break down and be as simple as I could in my videos. So, if you watch each of my videos, they have their own story and they all flow together and bring into something different for you to do research on. So, yeah. So, any God, any belief structure, any faith structure goes to the same path that runs to the same God, which is Satan, God of Bel, whatever. It goes to the same path. And this is also where all shall be deceived. Because there's no way to go. There is no way to go. There is a way, but I'll get to that later. In a later video. But right now, this was my focus, and this is something I want to challenge you guys on, is figure out if every single path and belief structure is a trap or a deception to the same God, Satan, Behemoth or whatever, Balamont, whatever, then where are you supposed to go? What are you supposed to believe in? Anything. It can really make you feel like you're trapped in a box. And honestly, that's where you want to be. Because when you're trapped in a box and you have nowhere to go, no belief structures, you have to turn to one thing. Okay? You have to turn to one thing. And this is where almost everybody is going to say you need to turn yourself to God. However, you got to be very specific, because you're like, okay, if you turn yourself to God, which God are you giving it to? And in the end, when you do all the research, the same God is the devil, is Satan, so on and so forth. So you're just in the spiraling motion of the entrapment of this matrix over and over and over and over again. So the thing you have to turn to, and I've said this since the beginning of this chronicle in my life, the beginning of my videos, is turn to spirit. You have to turn to spirit. Why? Because this is where the kingdom of heaven is. This is where all the answers that you're seeking are. Because as I do research, I do look inside. And I do give you hints and tips on what to look for in here, what to listen for. But a lot of my videos explains the research as well as what you're researching on the outside. Because you research on the outside, you get a huge chaotic mess of both perceptions. And like I said, the research is huge if you know what to look for. It's huge. But when you look into your spirit, you do get one simple answer. And the simple answer is to look within. Look within yourself. Look within. That's the answer. Just look within. Will you be confronted by conflicts of positive and negative? Oh yeah, definitely. Just like I said in the previous videos before, you will run into positive aspects and negative aspects of self, which is of the mind, and all the generations that your soul has went through, whether it be human or otherwise, ETs, whatever. You're going to come across a wide variety of perception. So, with God being the devil, no matter which God it is, YHWH, Buddha, well, Buddha is, I think that's another video I need to make. Buddha, Jesus character, Yeshua, whatever. They are the perceived sons of God. Now, if they're the sons of God, then they're the sons of Satan. Okay, so I'm not even going to go into that yet. That's a whole other research. But it's just the many gods all reflect the same thing. So, and I've said this in previous videos as well, this is any Bible that you get, any Bible which starts with a B, is Bel. It's the devil's Bible, basically. And the point being is if you claim that you're a God, or you claim that you talk to God, you can look at the many stories of, or prophets or whatever. The Mormons really have a good story to line of, oh man, what the heck is his name? I can't think of what his name. Oh, it don't matter. But anyways, the person that discovered the Mormon stuff, he was visited by some angel. He told him, or the angel told him, that he was a prophet and that there was misinformation in the Bible, so they created the Mormon Bible. But they also claim that they're Christians, so they follow the Christian Bible, and so on and so forth. And the point being is that this person, is claiming that he got talked to about God and he brought forth this message. This is where deceptions and cults happen, okay? And it astonishes me that this is an accepted cult, right? This is accepted, because you read about, cults or, followers or worshipers of something. But religion, seems to be accepted, right? You can talk to God and you can talk to angels and you're accepted. You don't go to no loony bin or nothing. But if you say that you talk to ETs and you hear voices, boom, you get sent to the loony bin. So this also brings to the fact of it as being a tool of the devil, okay, or tool for the God, devil, so on and so forth. I'm pretty sure if you're watching this video, you're getting the whole idea. So this is why it's accepted, because this is the perfect way to get everybody to believe and worship in a God they don't know. Okay, because you're not being Pacific. You're just saying God, God of the Bible, God of the Bible. Okay, Bible, ball, bell, ball, B-A-A-L, ball, L. That even brings up another thing. It's really, like I said, it really gets used. But anyways, try not to confuse it. So anyway, yeah, ball, bell. This is Satan's Bible. Now, this is where the tricky part comes in, because you have the YHWH character, the Jesus character, okay, Christ character, explaining how to go back to spirit. Now that's truth, okay. Now those stories in there, the stories in here of that is true. Okay, you need to discover spirit, you need to find spirit, you need to unlock spirit, you need to discover spirit. And this is where it gets you, okay? Because once you discover spirit, it feels that you need to follow the God of this Bible, okay? Follow the God of that Bible. So that's where it really gets you. And this is where you have to really dig deeper into it. You really have to dig deep. Like I said, if you're on a spiritual journey, you will find that willpower and strength to dig deeper. If you just follow by your own personal beliefs and faith, well, you have fun with that, because you're going to keep going in a loop over and over and over again with more and more questions. And this also brought up another interesting thing that I found on Facebook. I don't remember entirely what it was. Oh yeah, it was some kind of famous person, Freemason person, actor, and he was talking about on how the world needs to discover spirit, which is true. However, to discover spirit, you have to look outside the box, and you have to be very specific on how to discover spirit, because while, like I've said, religion is a good way to start, you have to look beyond it eventually. So when you got so many beliefs and faiths, the world cannot live by just spirit, because there'd be too many conflicts. So I wrote this in the comments on whoever wrote that in the first place. I wrote in the comments, well, you can't have a world like that with so many beliefs and faiths. They would have to get rid of their beliefs and faiths, or faces. Maybe that's what my guides are telling me to say, is faces, faiths, or faces. You have to get rid of all of that to truly discover spirit, to let go of that ego. Not a single person responded to it. No, I didn't even get any negativity about it. It's just nobody responded to it. Which brings you to the point is when you say something like that, when you look really outside the box, and you realize that everything is a structure, that everything is a belief or faith structure, you really start hitting points on a personal person, on each person's belief structure. And they're either going to blast you, or they're just going to walk away entirely. They won't be able to even acknowledge or be able to talk to you, because you have that perception, right? Because this is my views and perceptions. I look at everything as a whole, and then I ask these questions, and just a lot of people just can't comprehend it. And, you know, that just proves that they're stuck in their own little boxes of faiths and beliefs, or faces, whatever. They're stuck in there, and they're still worshiping the god of this world, Satan, Baal, Yahweh, Yahweh, however you say it, Yahweh, whatever, Yahweh, whatever. It's the same God, so they're still worshiping the same worldly God. So they're all trapped in this reality, and that's pretty much where it's at. Is that you got all these doors that lead to the same God. So where in the world do you go? Spirit. Go to spirit, and you'll discover, you know, a whole new reality, a whole new aspect. You know, it allows you to look at things as a whole. You know, I don't discover this stuff out in this reality. You know, I discover it within. You know, and then I look at why, you know, I look at people's personal beliefs and faiths, and I look at why people aren't turning to here. That's what leads my investigations, and this is where my guides will direct me. Okay. So yeah, so I think I'll go ahead and end that video on that note. Yeah, you gotta ask yourself, you know, are you following the gods of the world, which is Satan, Yahweh, universal God, even the Most High. And I, you know, when, you know, as I view this, you know, it makes me really try to, you know, figure out how you're going to acknowledge that there is a creator in all this. But there's many layers of the creator, which is what I've showed you before. Many layers of the creator. So I guess you can say the creator of all things, the absolute energy. You know, absolute is energy. It's synergy. You know, the creator is energy. That's what it is energy. It's not a being. Well, in a sense it is, because like I said in previous videos, if you can picture yourself in a body, in a body, in a body, in a body, you know, I'm in a body, this is my body, and then you got the earth, which is its own body, and then you got the universe, which is its own body, and then you got the universe within a universe, which is also another body, so on and so forth. You know, if you expand your awareness, it just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. So creator, energy, creator. If somebody asks you, what do you believe in? I believe in the creator of energy. I think that's what I'll go ahead and start going by, because I can't even say universal God anymore, because the universal God is the worldly God of this reality. So it's just, oh my gosh, it's just a mess. But like I said, you know, this is why it's so important to do research, because then you discover all these loopholes, all these deceptions, you know, over and over and over and over again. It's deception over deception over deception over deception, over and over and over again. So yeah, so just be very cautious and aware of what you're putting your belief and faith, because whatever belief and faith you have, more than likely is leading to the doorway to Satan, Yahweh, universal God. It's leading to that door no matter what. Your spirit is the true door to go to. So anyways, I'll go ahead and end this video on this. So hopefully this will help you guys on your spiritual journey. Continue to do research, look within your spirit, and you know, just keep expanding your awareness. All the research I'm doing right now is it's really huge. Like I said, you can't learn everything. There's absolutely no way in this lifetime that you can even fathom knowing everything. All we can do is give you hints and tips on our journeys, on our own personal spiritual journeys, because that's what it is. Each of us, if there's what, 1 billion people or something like that. Who knows how many people's on this earth? But there's lots of people on this earth. So each person has their own aspect and belief structure. You put them all together, just put them in a big old bucket, stir it up, and you will have a answer, but you still have to learn upon the answer. No matter how many billions of people that you have, or how much knowingness or knowledge you have up here or here, there's no way in a lifetime you can even totally tackle everything. Can you do it in one word? Yep, you can, but it's a word that just is not understood. So anyways, yeah, look within, realize, look at spirit, look within yourself, realize that all gods, YHWH, Satan, Baal, they're all the same God, the same worldly God. Bible is Baal. It's all the same. All the doorways that lead to beliefs and faiths go to that same God, that puppet master that runs behind the scenes. So do your research, because you will discover it. You will see the truths unfold. And you go within your spirit, and your spirit will also give you answers. So yeah, so that's where I'm currently at right now, and it's going to continue to evolve as I continue my search on my spiritual journey. So anyways, I love you all very much. Keep searching, keep looking beyond, always focus with spirit within yourself. Just keep expanding. So love you all very much. Love yourself. Keep shining bright. Talk to you in a little bit.